Now, this is an interesting question. I'll let you pause for a second to read it. But what's really interesting to me is how just fascinating it is that Christians tend to think that without God or the Bible in their life, then their life has no meaning and no purpose whatsoever. But in making this claim, they completely forget the rest of the entire world who has been living without the Bible their entire lives, and they lived without the Bible before the Bible was composed through the centuries, and they lived without the Bible even since it's been composed outside of Christianity all over the world. If you want to know what the meaning of life is without the Bible or without God, or the God of Christianity at least, then you can simply ask any of the hundreds or thousands of other religions what their perspectives are on the meaning of life. There are literally an unlimited number of answers to that question and an unlimited number of perspectives on the answer to that question. Literally, the purpose and meaning of life is a question that everyone has been, sort of looking into and questioning and discussing since the dawn of time. But for me, the meaning of life is just to be alive and just to experience this life and to learn and grow. And for me, the meaning of life is just to learn as much as I can and share what I've learned with as many people as I can to try and benefit the future generations of human beings on Earth. Each person's life's meaning could be very different from one another, and it already is. If we look at just humans worldwide, everyone has their own meaning of life. In fact, for some Christians, the meaning of life is evangelism and spreading the good news of the gospel. But for other Christians, the meaning of life is not evangelism. It's just to try and do as good as they can themselves and raise a good family. So on the one hand, it's true. Like, I no longer believe that the meaning and purpose of life is to just glorify God and honor Him in everything that I do, which, by the way, sounds like the meaning of life to a narcissistic abuse victim. But the meaning of life for me is just to live, to grow, to learn, to share, and to cherish every moment that we have. I know that when you've been abused by religiosity for your whole life, it's hard to imagine that you yourself have your own worth alone without God being the one who grants you that self-worth. But for those of us who have escaped that system, we know already that we do have self-worth without God, and we don't need the Abrahamic Yahweh Canaanite feather dragon to tell us when we're doing a good job and when we're not. I encourage you to continue looking through deconstruction TikTok and ex-Christian and ex-evangelical TikTok for more answers on the meaning of life, but you'll find that there are thousands of people who have left Christianity and have found more meaning in living than they've ever found before. Hope that helps.